and he's only 3 points behind Rouse as we move straight on to the next round at Brands Hatch. Frank Sittner's qualified well on the fourth row, but his expression has changed from anger to apprehension because he faces stern Class B opposition from Roland Ratzenberger, the only man to beat him so far this season. And from the BMW to a Ford Sierra Cosworth goes Chris Hodgetts. 10th round of the championship then, once again, Murray Walker.
After practice, it's Andy Rouse on the left and Rob Gravitt in the front row and Carl Jones and Tim Harvey behind them. But Mike O'Brien in the upgraded Holden is going to be starting from the pit lane. So 15 laps of the full 2.6-mile Grand Prix circuit. Away they go, and from row 4, it's an excellent start by Frank Sittner in the BMW. 6th into paddock. And at paddock, it's Rouse, Jones, Tim Harvey, Mike Newman, Marnie, and Frank Sittner. Coming up to Druids, Andy Rouse, Jones is trying to go through on the inside, Harvey, Marnie, Sittner, Gravitt and Bristow. Down to Graham Hill Bend, the left-hander, 85 miles an hour. It's a nose-to-tail snake of Sierras, just like the North Circular Road, but quicker. And in car now with Edwards. He's had a bad start, 15th on the grid, but he's had a new engine fitted. It's Hathaway in front, approaching Surtees. Bristow on the right, touring already. And there's Mike Smith trying to go through on the right. So now, under the bridge at 140 miles an hour, past Graham Hathaway. That's Graham Hall ahead, his brakes lock up. Into Westfield at 100 miles an hour. And ahead of Hall, it's Sittner on the left, Ratzenberger on the right, and we've touched Hall, we've hit Hall at 100 miles an hour, and he gets away. Edwards has to slow down. Rouse, Jones, Harvey in third position, number 5. Then it's Jerry Marnie, 4th, Mike Newman, 5th, Gravitt, 6th, and Hodgetts in 7th place. Down into Clearways. Rouse leading away, and there is Ratzenberger in the BMW, followed by Sittner, Hall and Edwards. And now we're back with Guy Edwards. In front of us, Godfrey Hall in the BMW. In front of him, Sittner, who is in 10th position, and Ratzenberger. Past Godfrey Hall, up to 11th place goes Guy Edwards, through on the inside of paddock. Now, down from Druids, it's Rouse leading. Carl Jones in 2nd place. Tim Harvey, there he is, number 5 in 3rd place. Jerry Marnie behind him, 4th. Then Guy Newman, and now we're with Tim Harvey in 3rd place. He has had a poor season so far this year. He used to drive a big V8 Rover, and now he's in the Ford Sierra Cosworth with a Terry Drury prepared engine, and it's going much better. So Rouse leads, Jones 2nd, Harvey 3rd, there he goes. Out of Westfield. Up towards Dingledell. Rouse, Jones, Tim Harvey, Marnie behind him in 4th place, on to Sterling's, the left-hander, 2nd gear, 75 miles an hour. Now the speed builds up as they go towards Clearways and Clark Curve. At about 130 miles an hour, under the bridge, then down through the box, into the right-hander at Clearways, out of Clark, towards the end of the lap. Rouse leads, Jones 2nd, Harvey 3rd, Marnie 4th. Coming up, Newman and Hodgetts, there they go. Now, Rob Gravitt, Graham Good, Ratzenberger leading the B class, Frank Sittner, and now Graham Good is attacking Gravitt for 7th place, and he takes it through on the outside at paddock. In car with Guy Edwards in 11th place, and ahead in the white BMW, it's Frank Sittner, who is 10th. Just ahead of him is Ratzenberger. Ratzenberger goes through on the inside and takes Gravitt at Druids. Now, is Sittner going to be able to get through? And the answer is no. Still chasing Frank Sittner. Graham Hill Bend at 85 miles an hour, and Edwards going through. Edwards up into 10th place, past Frank Sittner, and past Rob Gravitt as we go into Surtees, and Gravitt takes a position back out of Surtees. It's Gravitt 9th, Edwards 10th, Sittner 11th, and Edwards goes past Gravitt to 9th position. Now he's got to try and get Roland Ratzenberger in the BMW ahead, who is leading the B class, and ahead of him is Graham Good. Now, Guy Edwards has just got back from holiday and it's obviously done him a lot of good. Out of Westfield, onto Dingledale. Guy Edwards chasing up through the field from 15th on the grid, up into 9th position, into Stirling's. Ahead, the 2.3-litre BMW M3 of the Austrian Roland Ratzenberger. Smaller engine, very nimble indeed, but Guy Edwards has got the power advantage. He must get past somewhere. Is he going to be here? Onto the Brabham Straight, building up to 140 miles an hour, and this is Guy Edwards' chance. Straight past Ratzenberger to 8th position. Now it's Graham Good ahead. That's the next target for Guy Edwards. Ford Sierra Cosworth, nigh on 500 horsepower. Druids. Edwards, Ratzenberger, Sittner go through. And look at Ratzenberger, right on the tail of Guy Edwards' Ford Sierra as they come up to the left-hander at Surtees at about 70 miles an hour. And now, in the white BMW, Frank Sittner is challenging Ratzenberger's BMW for the B-class lead. There's Ratzenberger, there's Sittner. Rouse leads, Jones second, Tim Harvey up behind him, Ben Marnie in 4th position. In car with Tim Harvey. Jones in 2nd place is ahead. Carl Jones, the Welshman, in the Richard Asquith Ford Sierra Cosworth is going beautifully. Round the left-hander. Goes past, and straight past Jones goes Tim Harvey up into 2nd place. But look at this. Jones has blown a turbo. Look at the smoke screen behind him. Marnie goes through into 3rd place, and that smoke is a real hazard now. Here they come. Edwards in 8th position, Ratzenberger, Sittner. And look at the smoke. Into it dives Guy Edwards. And that's Good and Hodgetts in front. Ratzenberger blasts past. And Sittner. They're taking a chance. So Ratzenberger and Sittner have gone through ahead of Guy Edwards that we're riding with. Over the line now with Good in front of us and Sittner on the left. Taking Sittner. There's Good. And here, Ratzenberger, Hodgetts, Good, Edwards and Sittner. And now a replay of what happened to Carl Jones in Derry Marnie's car. Marnie pulls to the left very wisely, avoids all that smoke, past Jones and into